So what we're going to do today is the spring and clutch plate. We're going to get the 60% stiffer springs installed today. All right, so let's get started. Oh yeah, baby. We got the 60% stiffer springs right here, ready to go into the Grom. And we got the spring clutch. It's for the Honda MSX 125. We're going to throw these two in a bike today, and we're going to have a stiffer clutch lever, replacing the springs and clutch springs cover drain out of the crankcase. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to loosen all of these 8mm. There's 1, 2, 3 back there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Count it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 in total. This is going to come out and go on a new clutch cover. But just wanted to make sure I got the 10 bolts on the outside of the crankcase coming off. And then we're going to get to the nitty-gritty of the bike itself. Hell yeah. I thought it was the most amazing idea to have. But it was working on an actual different part of the, it was a car, it wasn't a bike. And what they did was they had this piece of cardboard and they put holes where the screws normally went. You don't have to do this, but I'm just doing this just so I can keep an idea of what goes where, because especially this part here, I need to make sure this goes back, and then these two have a bracket to hold the O2 sensor cable. So I'm going to set this aside, and now we got everything loose. To me, the easiest way to do this is to take this off first, but to remove the clutch cover from the crank, if you just pull the lever in, it disengages the clutch cover from the crank just by doing this, because it pushes it out. So now I can take the cable off. I don't know if I can do this with one hand, but let's see. You gotta pull it forward. Basically, this part has to go in, and then there's like a little hole where the cable itself will pass. But I don't think I can do it with one hand. Let me try one more time. Yeah, it's not gonna work. So, real quick, just a small, disclaimer. Don't try to take this off without turning the rear set on the right side of the bike. Only because I tried it and I just ripped the gasket. So this gasket is no longer good. I would hate for you to go through what I just went through, trying to twist this clutch cover and twisting and twisting and twisting, and I didn't realize it was still stuck on this side, and it ripped it in half. So yeah, so this is a 12mm. Make sure. I don't think that's. So this is a 12mm. Perfect fit, and then this is a 19. And perfect fit. So I'm gonna I'm gonna take this completely off, loosen this, turn it, take the cover off, and then we'll have access to the entire setup in there. Pretty much got it out. It's loose and ready to go. Just a couple of more spins. Okay, so it's ready to come out. Please don't drop. Okay, it's ready to fall. So let me turn the camera off. So what's important, what I don't think a lot of people realize, or they don't really show on YouTube at least, is this bearing has to be transferred over. I haven't seen many videos. I think it's common sense, but once you flip it over, it should just fall out, or you can just push it with your finger a little bit and it should come right on out. And then you take this, I flipped it over, remember, so I'm going to put it back this way, and I'm going to push it into the middle of here. I'm going to push it into the middle of this one. Oh, she needs some lubrication. So let me put a little bit of oil. A little bit more. And then take the bearing, and it should just fall into place. don't think I got it lined up correctly. So let me use 2 hands. Okay, so now that I got it in to the new clutch plate, I need to take out these old springs. Very, very simple. Pull one out all the way around. Some people take out 3. Some people take out 3 and put 3 of these, so it's 30%. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put the full 60. That way I know it's equal all the way around. 1, 2. I want it to be 1 brand inside of here versus the factory and this new brand. I'm trying to open this with 1 hand here. Oh my God. All right. So I see a lot of people do comparisons with just 2 fingers. Seems kind of spongy. And then with this one, oh my God, it doesn't move at all. Oh, wow, do I want to do this? All right, so let's put this one on the bike. So we're gonna put 6. A mission to put this in with the springs. Man, you would need 2 people for sure for this part, only because I needed to have some assistance. The springs in the top want to lay down the most. It was just a nightmare. So if you're going to put this, you can either do it 1 or 2 ways. Either you lay the bike down, that's 1, or 2, you have someone hold the top springs while you tighten down these 2, and then eventually go back to that top one once they're all lined up. But it was very difficult putting this in. I'm just going to be honest with you up front. It was pretty tough. But I eventually got it in. Man, should I take this filter out or should I just leave it? Oh, there's some shavings in there. Very small though. Probably leave it in. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit and I'm gonna leave this in. I already got a filter, so I don't think I need 2. Nah, it doesn't hurt to have 2 filters. So yeah, so let me put the clutch cover back on and that'll be the video, guys. So ready for this. I've been waiting a couple of weeks, and let's throw this bad boy on. So I'm gonna put this on. I'll see you guys in a sec. So I finally got it all done and closed up and prepped. So all I need to do now is add a little bit of some of that oil life, and then we should be good to go. But what I usually do before I put any oil and I have to do this whole thing all over again, I just touch the clutch lever and whoa, it's a whole lot stiffer than it was before. So we'll put some oil in and then we should be pretty much done. But all that's left is to put the oil, whatever, with the oil, whatever. I just want to put it all back together, take it for a quick spin, and just make sure everything is the way it should be. But I realized that you don't have to cut this. It fits pretty good. You don't have to cut it. But yeah, so let me put some oil in it because I clearly don't have any. Which is cool is it gives you the indicators to let you know that you're full or not full. So yeah, it shouldn't take long to put some oil. Oh God, don't tell me I need 2 hands. Hold on, let's see here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Sun's going down, losing a lot of daylight. But yeah. From what I remember, it takes literally 1 quart of oil. So I gotta reset my trip.